last time we completed all of chapter 1, Life in a Great House, and now we're on, there's Sigmar's Garden. I'm still working on completing the 10 different wins on that. I didn't want to, I didn't feel like going all in on it all at once, but I'll probably do that before I start chapter 2. Yeah, let's do that right now. It's a nice warm-up, not gonna lie. I feel like it gets stuff going at least a little bit. It definitely uses a different part of the brain than the rest of this game. I'm sure that it could get harder. Whoops, that was the wrong one. It needs 3 consecutive ones. Empty spots to keep going. Okay, so my strategy is usually to finish out as much of the outside as possible without using these middle bits. But I think it might be good to use this one. These don't pair, right? Yeah, no, it's the vitae. Get that water. What are these called? The metals? Oh, these are elements. Got it. Yeah, the metals are, I feel like they're typically easier. Let's see, this unlocks a green one. I feel like I only really have to pay any attention at the far end of this game. Yeah, this is totally it. Done, 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 done. Yeah, I feel like this game is not super great to just binge all at once, but it's like a nice starter, maybe something to end with. Now we're on to chapter 2, Unprecedented Actions. House Kavan. Here it looks like the prologue area. Yeah, we're like southwest of the prologue area. In this sort of looks pretty industrial. This is like Center City type of a deal. Oh, here it is on the top left. I guess I don't know which way is north or south or whatnot, but this looks like the prologue area. This is chapter 2 over here, and then I wonder if you can see them. I feel like it's only clear that this is the prologue area, but it's cool that they all come in like generally the same types of zones. Anyway, let's start. Alchemical Engineering Theory and Practice, 50th edition. Preface. Alchemy is the highest art. Its practitioners guide the course of humanity. I got a little distracted by the semicolon. I know it's a little unrelated, but I just watched one of Sabrina and Friends. She's a YouTube channel. She had a long episode, like 13 minutes, but that's kind of a lot for the semicolon to me as a non-punctuation nerd. Sorry, off track. Alchemy is the highest art. Its practitioners guide the course of humanity. Throughout the ages, alchemists have steered society, advised kings and queens, and otherwise shaped the world around them. By choosing to dedicate your life to the study of alchemical engineering, you have to take You have taken the first step towards becoming a steward of the supreme knowledge and the guardian of its illustrious history. Oh good, it's only one page. Honestly, a little worried. Ooh, and we have a new scene type of area. The Great Hall, House von Tassen. We have Armand, our old man Armand, Antaeus, this is us, Captain Jelt. Honestly, I just know that he's drunk because of that hangover cure. Armand. House Colvan. That's unfortunate. I'll have to lodge a formal protest. Shall I begin developing weapons for a counterattack? Something like a flame grenade with... I doubt that will be necessary. It's not uncommon for houses to renegotiate territories this way. Antaeus. But they've taken over multiple buildings of ours without any resistance. They'll stop pushing forward soon and attempt to reinforce the new borders. That's how it goes with this sort of thing. We should push back at least a little bit. We wouldn't want to look weak after all. I'll execute a limited rear guard action with the forces stationed in the area. That's all. Listen, House Colvan doesn't want a full-on battle any more than we do. We'll trade a few streets, and that'll be the end of it. I believe young Taro Colvan is the head of that family now. Likely, he is keen to test our response. I will send a message to him, and we will settle this like honorable houses. Taros, what a bright boy. Yes, I'm sure he'll listen to reason. Oh, is this more of the same thing? Oh, cool. Well, we took care of that. We have 4 unlocked, starting with hair product. This is not the best use of my time. The Patriarch has personally requested it. That doesn't change anything. As heir, Frederick must take a public appearance in the battle. Otherwise, it may be a problem for the family's honor. I get that part. It's the part about the hair needing to be styled perfectly that I don't totally understand, man. This is a war. Precisely. That's why his hair gel must be on point. Do you even understand what I'm saying right now? This is how the house works, Antaeus. The way things look is very important. Maybe even more important than the way things actually are. I'm starting to learn that, yes. This is their hair gel with 1 reagent. It's nice and symmetrical. This is good. I've taken a 2-day break for playing this game, and I've been kind of jonesing for it. But I think it's easy to lose the logic. I have been editing some of the past streams. I want to make a huge backlog for myself, basically. So I was editing a couple of them just to kind of learn a little bit more. But then today I didn't think I would get to do anything. But yeah, I had some time tonight, so I figured, why not? Alright, here we go. So we'll pick this up. Go counterclockwise, try it twice, drop it, pick it up, go counterclockwise once. That'll fill these 2 spaces. And then we want to turn, we want to stay here. It'll have bonded. Go one to the right. I think I could use the repeat command, but I realized that sometimes it's difficult to see what's happening during the repeat commands when you're playing through it, and I'm so visual that the fact that they don't fill these in while I'm working on it, and then having to work off of basically the start screen and whatever the ghost, the ghost atoms, which is holding this button will show the atoms present when you last stop the transmutation engine. Without having those two currently present and being able to kind of tinker in it live makes it more difficult for me to see. So even if this is the same as using, the repeat instruction, this is kind of more visual to help me. Anyway, we've placed this one, then we place this one, it's bonded, it goes one to the left. And I think we want to turn it once clockwise. Then release. Let's step through it. Interesting. We don't need to turn it. Maybe I could repeat this instruction twice. Ooh. I couldn't tell if this is the end of this instruction again. So repeating the instruction actually increases the span of this a little bit. Does copy paste work in this world? No. At least it's quick. I don't know if we actually need to pick it up again. This started again, so we do need to do it again. Okay, this is the end of what we need to do, but we have to get it away from this and into this area. I think that's where we're gonna find the issue. Figuring out how to place this thing. Let's look at the hotkey. This is in the spot that it would have gone if it had been curled this way. It would have been here. Does that mean it has to be a mechanical arm? I guess that would be the quick solution. If it twists it once from here, is it holding it here? Because that's not good either. It's over the reagents. I think this is where we're going with this solution. I feel like this is significantly easier than some of the other ones that we've done already. High cycles, low cost. I feel if everyone could have done this with one gripper. This is probably the regular solution. I mean, it really does feel easier than some of the solutions in chapter 1. This ought to keep Frederick's hair solidly in place, even if he wanders into a cyclone. Excellent. I'll have this sent to his personal staff immediately. Here's hoping to his well-styled hair helps him in the battle. He won't enter the fight. That would be madness. He just needs to be out in the street for a little while so people see him. Will he make a little speech or something? Probably best if he doesn't. He would hold up his sword. He will hold up his sword. That should be enough to inspire the soldiers. I'll take your word for it. Yeah, Frederick seems like a puppet. Rocket propellant. Shouldn't they have stayed their attack by now? Perhaps they need a little more prompting. I had the rockets brought out of storage, but much of the propellant has leaked away. When was the last time they were used? Long before either of you were born. Well, it's not a problem. We'll just make a new propellant. I'm certain that'll be more powerful than what you had anyway before. Aren't we sanguine today? Here we go. Oh no, my nemesis. This is the same thing as... I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel here. It's the same as airship fuel with one extra bit. Let's play it one more time. So here we placed 2, moved them up in the same pattern. And then we had 3 reagents to choose from. I wonder if we're gonna have a version of this in every chapter? Can we see the other chapters? Nah. Okay. Yeah. So this one we only have 2 reagents instead. Let's gather our materials. I'm a fan of the regular arm a lot of the time. I'm gonna follow what I did last time and do the 2 bits. We'll probably need more going on if there's 3 in a row. But this should be a good starter kit on screen. I'll move this out of the way. I've learned from last chapter, if I leave it kind of in the midst of the action, I tend to forget that I can rotate the molecules, or pivot, excuse me, I'm using the wrong words. The rotating are these ones. But yeah, I forget that I can pivot the molecule. And I try to fit everything into this spot, so I would kind of do this deal. So I'd be like, this is good, just move it here. And visually it looks really good until you have to get it to the product. And I kept finding it was a common problem of mine, that like my brain just wanted to fit the piece where it was, so it didn't quite make for a good solution. I'd make the solution, then it would kind of get stuck. Okay, so we need 3 of these things. Let's start with something simple. The system will make the 3. That's my thought. The other option here is that we have 2 similar pieces, which are the salts. And then this would be the joiner molecule. Oh, right after I said, let's not reinvent the wheel, here I am reinventing the wheel. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's fine. I want to make this piece. So we're going to pick it up, go 2, release it, pick it up, go 1, 2. That should dip it into the salt. Well, it would stop, is the idea. Nice. So I think this is where we would want... This is the problem, we would need an extendo arm, which I think this might be a good spot for it, considering that we want to have it in 2 different orientations. So let me grab one of them. Copy the instruction down, and then get rid of this. So once this is completed, it's oriented here, yeah. And this is identical to this left side, so we want to just kind of push it out and leave it. Once we've left it, we're going to want to repeat the same instruction as before. We'll have the molecule. This will have been left here. Can we move it one this way? I am worried that it'll collide with the reagent. Let's play it. So this is where it is here. Don't think we can swing it up. I think it'll hit this hexagon. This could be a bad spot for this. Let's try one more time. So I'm just rotating it because it looks good to me. But I think this is good. Let's play it again to double check my work. So when it extends it here, which is the same as this one. So we want to release it. This is the time. While it's doing that, do I have another glyph, calcification glyph down here doing the same thing to get this piece done? Because it's essentially copying what's already done. And this part is extra. Without that, where does it leave? Inside the slot. It might not need the reset instruction. This might be used to push it up. If it's not, I can replace it with a regular gripper. I'm gonna replicate it. And if anything needs to be fixed, pushed, it'll be using this one, hopefully. Let's try it. Oh no, I forgot that this goes the other way to avoid the glyph. And we might pack it in too much by putting it on this side together. Let's try again. Three is done. And this has to go one more to the right before it retracts. This one needs to be 3, needs to be pivoted once. They would both release it. That's not technically a good idea. One of them should release it, both of them. That means we have I think 3 might have to be an extendo gripper to get around the glyph, or 1 could be a crazy madman and do everything. I think if we go this, they both end up in the orientation that we kind of are looking for. That means we just need a gripper to grab this and move it down. Then extend, grab this, throw it over here. And then push it through. So I guess we need one of these. Oh, the numbers got reordered. Can we change this? Oh, thank goodness. I'm so used to the numbers being the numbers. I should have done that way earlier. They both release right now and go back. What do I want? I'm gonna overcomplicate this potentially. And make it kind of dumb. Does one of them end earlier? No, not really. So in the meantime, it's a bad spot for this. This can reach both molecules and this. And grab this reagent potentially wherever. And we still need to bond it this way. So let's start there. So we're gonna want to push, we're gonna load this up, then pull this over, push it up, grab this, bond it. So really, this is only needed once, and it's to load this area, but it can't reach that one. Where do I want the product? If it ends up over here and then kind of twisted, probably the best. I think if it's out of the way, it might be good. Let's start here and we can always move it. Pick it up clockwise, release it, do one more clockwise. The gripper will be here. Extend it once. And then we're gonna have to grab something eventually. Maybe here? Let's see how this looks. So I think that's fine. So once it grabs it, it can retract once. These will be bonded. If I move it up once clockwise, I hope it doesn't hit a glyph. That's what I'm kind of a little worried about. So this is a problem. If this bonds, it won't quite work. What does it look like if it extends and turns back? Extend once, turn back. And then this. It hits. This time I'm kind of seeing where it goes. If it turns here, this could be another spot of bonding. Here. We actually need it to be this guy. One more. We could grab this thing and swing it around, because this is definitely the... This can't exist. Let's release it here and see what we can do. Release it when it's up here. Looks a lot like this. So we actually want to return, which is to this spot. And it'll grab the wrong molecule. So if 3 doesn't write itself, there's some wait time here that might be able to be used. So 3 doesn't do anything, it's 1. Go back to here. Go clockwise once, extend twice. Pick it up. Then what? You can grab the salt from here. That means that this molecule can't be all the way back to where it is. It would have to be sometime before that. This is when it could bond. It needs to release it once before repeating. It'll wait here and then extend it into the right spot. That means that we want the bonding to happen here. Let's go step by step to make sure nothing else bonds there. We do want it to hit this one. Wait there, grab this. It might be easier to grab the salt. Whoops, they're still attached. 2 could be grabbing something at this point, instead of this having to come all the way back. This is its last action. It doesn't need to repeat. It ends here. If it releases here, it can go 1. Can it go 1, 2? Can it release and extend twice? Once? Release, extend once. And turn once, twice, clockwise. Grab this. Because then that means 2's on its way. Way faster than these instructions. Wow, it's the same time actually. Grab it, go back once, twice. Oops, this is supposed to be a crab. Once. Retract. There's just to go once more. Pivot. Go one more left. One more left. Nope, that's not it. Grabs it. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. Is this used? We want it to be at an angle. We want this to be like this. Let's step through because it'll mess up 1. Okay, so up to here, we good. 1 grabs it, perfect. Leaves it there. 1 actually needs to extend once. Make sure nothing else gets messed up here. It looks like... Nice. Okay, so this is ready for that last bond. 1 has to just wait. 2 gets messed up during this retraction, I think, now. Yeah, it does. Where are we? Picks it up, goes once to the left. Twice to the left. One, two. It has to pivot once and extend it. Pivot once, extend. That's it. This has to release it and go back. I clearly don't care about area. 1 at this point, once it's released, needs to pivot it once. And that's the solution. Let's see if it's repeatable. I might have reinvented the wheel, but let's see. I forgot to have it release it. Oh wow, I was inefficient in every level. Yeah, I was just saying, I felt like I did reinvent the wheel and I could have reused one of the bonding spots. I think. I know area, I wasn't going to get it. But cost. And cycles, I think it'll be okay. Something tells me this propellant between the air fuel and the rocket propellant will have more like these in the future. I'm satisfied. I feel like I was so stuck on the air fuel and I couldn't figure it out. I had to stop, come back another day. That this is serious progress in comparison, where I felt like I understood what I was doing the whole time. No, it wasn't efficient, but I wasn't fully copying. Where the last chapter 1 fuel, I definitely was copying from the example that was set before. This is more original, which makes me feel happier about it, regardless of its inefficiencies. You know, because it was my little creative solution. Anyway, I'm eager to see how the rockets perform. The din and smoke is always quite a sight. A rocket barrage should give them a good fright. I hope it convinces them to stop advancing. Oh yes, they'll regret not stopping earlier. It's taken us long enough to organize this response. But now that we have the full might of House von Tassen, we'll bear down on them, and that will put a stop to their advance.